we're going to be talking about my favorite contemporary novel. So yeah, it was a very, very hard time comprising this, I will tell you that. Like I said, today we're doing another top 10 video. Today's going to be my top 10 favorite contemporaries. This has been highly requested, so I thought I would do it. And let me just say, this was very hard because I'm sure you guys know that I'm a huge fan of my contemporaries. So I had to leave a lot out that I loved, but it was tough. Anyway, as always, this is my opinion, not yours. These are my favorites, not yours. So don't get offended if a book that you love is not on this list because, yeah. Oh well, but this wing eyeliner is really crazy, a really different adventure for me. I feel like I'm like, whoa. Alright, coming in at number 10 is a recent read, and that's going to be The Book of Broken Hearts by Sarah Ockler. Now, with this list, there's a lot of contemporary authors that I love, and they have multiple books that I love, so I decided to only pick one by a particular author. And this was hard because I love Bittersweet, but I think I loved The Book of Broken Hearts more. There was something about the family dynamic that I loved a little bit more. The series, it's about a girl named Jude who has, I believe, 3 older sisters, and 2 of them had their hearts broken by the Vargas boys, and they took an oath to never talk to Vargas boy again. And Jude's dad has Alzheimer's disease, I believe, and he forgets things, but one thing he doesn't forget is the love on his motorcycle, so she decides to help him kind of revamp it and bring it back to life, and she has to enlist a mechanic, and who shall that mechanic be but a Vargas boy? So I'm sure you can figure out what ensues. But anyway, I love this book. Amazing. Okay, number 9 is going to be The Duff by Katie Mcgarry. This is a tried and true contemporary favorite. You guys know I love it. I've talked about it a lot. I love Katie Mcgarry. She's got that witty, sarcastic writing down that I love. This is about a girl named Bianca whose home life is not so great, so she decides to, you know, be with this guy named Wes who calls her the Duff, which stands for the Designated Ugly Fat Friend, aka the worst name ever, and she decides to, you know, hook up with him to forget about her family problems, and then stuff ensues. Like all this stuff, you know about contemporaries, they're about love, so get ready for some lovin'. Anyway, I do love this one. This has got to be my favorite Katie Mcgarry, I will say. And at number 8 is going to be Crash Into You by Katie Mcgarry. I feel like I should put this higher on this list because I love it so much, but at top 10, that's still pretty good. You're still doing pretty good. This is the 3rd book in the Pushing the Limits series. Now, asked me a year ago what book I would put by Katie Mcgarry. It'd be Pushing the Limits, but I love this one more. This one takes place about Isaiah, and he's kind of the bad boy that has a really good heart, you know, the kind of guy we all love, and he meets Rachel, Rachel's got a really tricky family life, like most girls in contemporaries, I realize. Sucks. She loves to drive at night, and she has panic attacks. It's just, oh, so good. Like, so good. Steamy, awesome. Love this book. Did I say love enough? And number 7 is Amy and Ryder's Epic Detour. All these I've talked about a lot, I feel, so you should be like, no brainer. Anyway, this one really captivated my heart because it's just a fun contemporary novel. I love this one. I love this one so much because it's so interactive. It's basically about a road trip. It's got pictures in it. Fun fact that the author actually took this trip that she wrote about. So that's good. It's got playlists in it. It's got just like playlist right here. Roger plays number 5. Does that say number 5? Oh wow, that's a guess. I guessed right. Anyway, I love this one. It's just a fun, light read. It's just an amazing contemporary. Next is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. And a lot of you guys will be like, that's not number 1. I love Anna and the French Kiss. I don't love it. It's not my cult favorite, to be honest with you, but I do love it. I would say out of this one and Lone the Boy Next Door, I like this one a bit more just because it takes place in Paris, and who doesn't want to travel there? This is about a girl named Anna who travels to Paris, like I said, I think it's Paris, yeah, obviously, Avatar, duh, to go to boarding school or something like that, and then she meets a boy named Etienne St. Clair, and you know what ensues, right? Right. Coming in at number 5 is My Life Next Door by Holly Fitzpatrick, another one that I've gushed and gushed about. This is probably, if somebody says they're looking for a really cute cutesy love story, this will probably be the first one that I recommend just because I love it so much. And the reason why I love it so much, it has great love in it, but it's got a really good family dynamic. Now, sometimes when you read contemporaries, the family's like kind of non-existent. Like the mom and dad just live there. They're not a part of that child's life at all. Really? No. This one is very involved. The two main characters are Jace and Samantha. Now, I would really love if the author did a book strictly about Jace's parents. I would read the mess out of that because they are just so awesome. Like I said, the family dynamic is amazing in this book. The love is good too, but I love the familyness of it. And number 4 is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Like I said, I had to pick only one book by an author. I picked Fangirl over Eleanor and Park just because Fangirl makes me smile more, while Eleanor and Park makes me want to cry a bucket of tears. So I love Fangirl. It's got that light, fluffy. I love reading this in the fall. I think I read this in the fall. I have a terrible memory, by the way. But it's so good. So good, lighthearted, about coming of age story about Kath going to college with her twin sister named Ren. Catherine, get it? And, you know, it's about Kath coming out of her shell, otherwise known as, you know, being a fangirl, which we all are. So I love this one. Number 3, my Sarah Dessen pick is going to be Just Listen. Now, I love Sarah Dessen. Obviously, you guys know that. I have that Sarah Dessen book club going on. It was really hard for me to choose one book because out of rereading all these, I really love Just Listen. Now, I love The Truth About Forever and I love Lock and Key. Those have been my 3 favorite I've reread so far. Right now, we're doing Along for the Ride. That could maybe take its place. I don't know. Like I said, this list is not going to be permanent. It could be ever-changing. But I love Just Listen. I think it's just really a good story. It's about a girl named Annabelle who was popular one year, had friends, and then she comes back for the summer and she's lost it all. So you're constantly figuring out why that happened, and she's just kind of a loner now, and then she meets Owen, this musical awesome guy. And this also has a really good family dynamic in it, which I love. You figure out more about her sisters, which I would love a book about her sisters, and it's just a really good one. I definitely say if you want to start Sarah Dessen, pick this one up. It'd be a great first book for you. And number 2 is Perfect Chemistry by Simone Elkeles. This is the first book in the series and my favorite by far. The reason why it's so high on this list because I still can remember the day that I read it. And that's not very often with me because I have a terrible memory, as I've said before, so like ask me what I had for lunch yesterday. I don't remember. Did I even have lunch? What did I have for lunch? I don't even know. So, like I said, I have a terrible memory, but I remember the day I got this. I got this at Target one day as a random pick because I was going to the beach with my family, and I read it that day at the beach in like 6 hours. So I love this one. It's definitely a gushy, steamy romance for you. It's about a girl named Brittany who is super popular and has everything, that she meets this kind of bad boy named Alex, and you know, stuff ensues, and it is amazing. Number 1 pick may surprise you guys, but the reason why I picked this number 1 because me and this series, we have a lot of history together, and that's going to be the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants by Ann Brashares. And the reason why I picked this is because, like I've said, I read this book I think when I was 14, and this book has 5 books in it. I'm not too sure, but I love this one. I loved growing up with these girls. I loved reading about them, Lena, Bridget, Tibby, and Carmen. I love this book. Basically, if you don't know what this book is about, it does have a movie. The movie does not do it justice, but I can't hate the movie because it has Alexis Blundell in it. But anyway, it's about this pair of pants, pretty much, that these 4 best friends try on, and it fits them all perfectly, magically, somehow. And they are all like crazy different body types. But basically, I think every book takes place during the summertime, and you learn more about them. It takes place from each point of view, and it's just an amazing series. I love it. I would love to reread this book. Maybe that'd be a good series idea. You know, we could reread this one. I think 2014 is gonna be a lot of rereading for me. That was my top 10 contemporary picks. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please leave me suggestions for other top 10s. I think I don't know what I'm gonna do, like top 10 villains maybe? I want to do a top 10 books that make me cry, because I think I've got a lot that could just cry, because there's a lot of contemporaries that I love that I left down this list because they fall in the sad that makes me want to cry. So let me know. Okay, that is all for me. Sorry I'm sitting down. Some days I feel like being lazy and sitting down. That's a crime. Sue me. Don't sue me. That is not the point I'm trying to make. That was an Office quote. I'm watching The Office right now. This is a rambling video. This is not a vlog. Cut it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.